Welcome, everyone. I appreciate you taking some time to hear my presentation this afternoon about how to unleash your inner artist using AI. I am an AI artist, as you might imagine. My first career was a software engineer, which I had a really great time for 18 years. And then when it was time to move on to something else, I eventually found my way into being an artist. I created fabric art, textile art, and then, of course, certainly got into the different paints and the different media. I just love experimenting. So along came digital art and I fell in love with that. And then when AI came along and I discovered what I could really create with AI, I got very excited. So I'm going to share a little bit of that with you today. This is just an overview of this first AI art app that I did. I started with DALL-E before it was DALL-E 3, when it was DALL-E 1. It didn't make a whole lot of sense to me at that time, but then I was new to AI just like everyone else. But I did find this really great app, and I started with this, and that's what this course is about. So my purpose being, this app is, you can certainly access it through your desktop, but you definitely can access it on your phone. And so anywhere you are where you can be on the internet, you can be creating all kinds of beautiful art. And most of the images that you see here were created using that app. One of the reasons I love it so much is because at that very beginning, you don't need to worry about what words work and, all the different kinds of prompts that you can use. You just choose one of several different size formats, and then you choose an art style, and then you start typing in some things that you'd like to see, and away you go. So it's super, super easy. As we get more into some advanced courses, which I present later on, not in this course, but as we get further on, you can use things like ChatGPT, which now uses DALL-E 3. So things have moved so fast, they're much easier to use. So just a quick tour of this slide here. I started out actually making lots of cats, and I had cats drinking coffee, so I started a whole series of coffee cats, which people loved. But as you can see, you can explore any range of things. So down here, I created a logo for my friend she's a genealogist. She runs a business called Your Family Tree Detective. And she's also been using ChatGPT, but she was just a little bit stymied by the results that she was getting. So I listened carefully to what she said, and then I typed them into ChatGPT, and we were able to create a logo that she really liked. She's checking the roots of the family tree, along with her trusted dog down here, and of course, lots of visits to libraries and that kind of thing. So it's really amazing work that she does. And then I went over into Canva and added in the rest of her text. So then another business friend of mine, my business coach, actually runs a group on Facebook. It's called Expand the Business, and he talks about using systems to save you time so that you can make more money. And so I came up with this logo to put into that Facebook profile for his landing page. And then another friend of mine runs a group on Facebook for finding jobs in Colorado Springs. So of course, a business building with some pink accents made sense here. And of course, chess for strategy, and some of my personal transformation journey. I look for images of healing and peace, and I've been able to create some of those here. And as I mentioned earlier, you may have heard me talk about textile arts. Well, I never did crocheting, but now I can have my AI do crocheting for me. So it's really quite fascinating. And this is all done with that app that I go over in this course. But first, I want to share a story with you. When I first developed this course, it was back in 2020 when we were all in the lockdown, and we all had to switch to doing everything online via Zoom and everything else. Well, this is where I met my friend Donna Mitchell, who at the time was actually a retired corporate executive. She was the one who was responsible for launching the very first airline loyalty programs, which have branched out and become the huge success that they are today, along with some other things in pharmaceuticals and some other industries. Well, anyway, she was retired, but she was curious about what I was talking about, AI art and NFTs and blockchain. So she took my course and was so thrilled by how much fun she was having with the AI art that she actually came out of retirement and went into a study Web3 and blockchain, and became a podcast host. And now she's guiding other businesses on how they can make their transition from Web 2 to Web 3. So you never know what will happen when you start exploring art. So this particular course, it's a free course on the Great Discovery platform, as we'll talk about later. It's suitable for all levels, from very beginner to seasoned pro, because there's always something you can learn about how to prompt better and talk to the AIs better. So we go from basic to intermediate. And Alex was my first student on this class, so we recorded pieces of it together as I walked him through where to find this app, how to download it, and how to get started with it. And then even more importantly, how to create variations and refinements with it. So we cover all of that in this course. We have we talk a little bit about the ethical considerations, where to look for whether you can use a piece of art for other things like t-shirts and that kind of thing, and then where we're moving in the future. So this slide I mentioned some of my personal transformation journey, and that's it. It's a super easy course. It's free. And you can scan this QR code. You could take a screenshot and go ahead and sign up for it for free. Or as Alex has already been, he's posted the link to it. You can certainly further connect with me on the various social media accounts where I like to display my art and talk about how I create what I create. And then just a sneak preview for the course that I just finished creating. I'm really excited about this one. This one is AI Canvas Mastering Digital Art with ChatGPT. It turns out not only will ChatGPT make art for you, it will also craft prompts that you can use for other AI arts programs, which we'll talk about in there. And the other reason I'm excited about this is because this is actually my avatar. And this is another avatar from the same company. And the two of us present this entire class together on screen, along with some videos that we go over even within the videos. And each lesson has its own downloadable PDF, which talks about the entire lesson, and then a quiz. So by the end, you'll be a certified AI artist, a beginning AI artist. And of course, just another preview of the future tools I'll be covering, plus a whole lot more, because this field is moving fast. Now it's not just art, but not just static art, I should say, but it includes video and moving art. And so I want to thank you very much for coming to my presentation. I'm now happy to answer any questions you may have. And again, thank you very much.